Hello, PBE, and welcome to the Season 60 Minor League World Series, featuring the Florida Flamingos versus the California Firehawks. I'll be your professional button pusher today, Aria EXE. Hopefully joined by a couple of co-hosts later on. But for now I can run things on my own. I'll keep track of everything. Either the GMs just make doubly sure to ping me in your playoff changes channel for any playoff changes. But yeah, I'll just let's go ahead and move over to the game and we'll get into it. I've got the series ticker in the top right, so you can track where we are in the series, in case we forget. Florida entered the playoffs as the 1 seed, winning the Minor League East division. California, the 2 seed, winning the West, even though winning the division doesn't actually matter for buys. It's the first time in a while we've had the 2 bye teams make it to the World Series, I think. Last few seasons, I feel like we've had a lot of these like 5 and 6 seeds making it to the end, which really kind of goes to show the parity of the minor leagues. Let's see, what else did I want to say? Both these teams, I guess just a quick overview of both these teams. The top 2 offenses in the minor leagues, also 2 teams with good pitching staffs in a vacuum. The pitchers have, very good pitching, good bullpens, but allowing a lot of runs. I think this series, like a lot of series that we've seen in the past, a lot of World Series, in fact, that we've seen in the past, I think is going to come down to the fielding. Who can make the plays in the field, who can limit mistakes in the field. Because both these teams, they can get runners on base, they can hit dingers, but it's going to come down to the fielding making the difference, because that's what there is to choose between these teams. As a final note for how these teams were in the regular season, as you can see, California did defeat Florida 10-2 in their regular season series. So Florida may be fighting an uphill battle in this matchup, but it's a fresh series, best of 7. We'll see what happens. And yeah, I believe that's everything I wanted to go over. So go ahead and hop into Game 1. It doesn't matter, but I'll make sure BNN is off. And I'll pause before we get past the first AB to make sure the camera view is correct. I think the 2 hitters we're going to be seeing a lot of are Devontae Moore and Paulie Wag in those cleanup spots. They were the 2 biggest contributors during these 2 teams' regular season series, and both of them are coming off of semifinal MVP campaigns. So definitely keep an eye on those 2. On the bump for each of these teams for California is Johnny Tom. And for the Mingos is Momentum. And yeah, like I said, keep an eye on these 2 cleanup hitters. Keep an eye on the fielding. I think that's going to be a big difference maker. And yeah, I'll go ahead and get started. Let's head into the first game. California at Florida. Oh, hey, Valor.
Yeah, I'm here as well.
Oh, you're here. Awesome. Which one was you? This one. Okay. And also let me stream for you.
Okay, good. I was wondering whether this was good. Okay, there we go. Nice and clean.
Yeah, I was just gonna get started because we didn't want to delay too long. But yeah, I can take the first half of this game. You can take the second half. That sound good?
All right, and I will also keep my eye out for any changes as well.
All right, I
All
appreciate it.
right, let's do this.
Let's get started. Momentum will be on the mound here at Florida Man Park. This is not the correct camera angle. As leadoff hitter Whoop Whoop will get a leadoff single. Let me switch to the wide camera.
Looks like someone forgot to pay the camera tax or something. We'll see.
Something like that. Clark Max, standing in with the runner on first, will work a walk for Momentum. The two leadoff runners are aboard for Ian Song, who puts it in play, popped up in the infield, will be an infield fly. Song is out. One out with two on for the cleanup hitter, Devontae Moore. Line drive to the shortstop. Whoop able to get back, but Moore is out. 2 on, 2 outs. A little swinging bunt from Ferkel Jr. will beat it out for an infield hit. We'll have bases loaded with 2 outs for the catcher. I've got a dumper. Can Momentum work his way out of it? He cannot. It'll be a base hit into left field. 1 run scores. Rounding third is Max for 2 runs. A 2 RBI single for I've got a dumper, and the Firehawks strike first. Will they continue? No. Tanyan fly ball to right field is caught by Sahur. So an early lead for the Firehawks. We head to the bottom of the first. The Florida Flamingos. Luca leading off against Johnny Tom. Grounder to second. Routine play is made. Sahur up. Caught the last out of that inning. Pops it up high in the infield. And stepping over for it is the first baseman. Homer Simpson, the 3-hole hitter with 2 outs, will take a walk from Johnny Tom, bringing up Paulie Wag. Hit and run play, but it will be a ground out at first. 2-0 after 1. California back up to bat. Coleman Carver chases one inside for strike 3. Goro Majima over the head of the shortstop will be a single. So back to the top of the order for the Firehawks here in the second. Whoop Whoop. Line drive to left. Play made by McScooty Fortune. Clark Max up will get through the left side of the infield for a base hit. 2 on, 2 outs for Ian Song. Puts a line drive into center field for out number 3. Golf that one. It will be Alan Greer standing in for the Flamingos. Slow roller to second. Play is made. Atlas slugs. Fly ball into center is caught. Scooty Fortune, first pitch swinging, driven to the corner, be off the wall. Left field has to come over for it, and it will be a 2-out double from Scooty Fortune. Can Nathan Murphy make the most of it? Fly ball into shallow right. Coming out for it is the second baseman Sung, and the threat is ended. Into the third, Devontae Moore, the cleanup hitter, puts it on the ground to second for the first out. Ferkel Jr. Line drive into shallow center will be a textbook base hit. But will be too far off the bag. Be labeled a caught stealing and erasing the base runner. And Dumper will swing and miss on the full count. No runs for the Firehawks in the top of the third. Into the bottom, Ejecto Cito, 9-hole hitter, will fly out to left. Back to the top for the Mingos. Luca, ground ball up the middle will be a single with 1 out, 1 on for Tung Sahur. Pulls it into right field, will at least advance the runner to third. And it will be a double for Sahur. Beats out the throw. Runners in scoring position for Homer Simpson. Chance to get back in the game here. Fly ball into center. Deep enough to allow the runner to score. No play at home. A sac fly cuts the deficit in half. Polywag swings late and will retire the side. But damage done for the Flamingos. Into the top of the fourth, bottom of the order up for California. Maverick Tanyan will get that lead-off single. Coleman Carver up. Puts it down in left field. Will move the runner to second. 2 on, no outs for Goro Majima. A roller back to the pitcher, and they take the out at second. So it'll be runners on the corners with 1 out for Whoop Whoop. Puts it in play. Nice 0-2 piece. Nice piece of hitting with 0-2 count. will be a run scored and the lead re-extended to 2. Clark Max driven high and deep into right center field, and it's gone into the seats. A 3-run home run for the 2-hole hitter Clark Max. And that will extend the California lead to 5.
Oh my goodness.
Yeon-sung up now with bases empty. Fly ball into right field. Routine play for Sahur. And Devontae Moore on the ground to third will retire the side, but that's a lot of damage from the Firehawks. Florida going to need to answer quick if they want to stay in this game. Alan Greer opposite field fly ball, but handled by Coleman Carver. Atlas Slugs high fly ball just past the infield. Play is made. Scooty Fortune takes the 3-0 ball for a walk. Nathan Murphy on the ground will be out number 3. We're through 4. This will be my last half inning for this game. As Hank takes the mound for the Flamingos, coaxes a ground out from Ferkel Jr. I've got a dumper, lays off the 9th pitch of the AB to take a walk. Tanyan puts it into right center field for a single. 1 out with 2 on. Coleman Carver, another 0-2 swing, and it will be bases loaded, 1 out. Can the Firehawks put this game away in the first half? Gormajma, an RBI ground out, not able to turn 2 on that one, and the run scores. Whoop whoop. We'll take strike 3 looking. It will be 7-1 California as we're through half this game. I hand you over to Valor.
All right. Florida's looking for answers here. No answers for Johnny Thomas. Ejecto Cito is going to strike out here. Next up here is Luca. And he's going to ground out to the shortstop for the 2nd out. And here's Ton Sahur, one of my favorite names in all of PBE, who's going to fly out to center. And that'll end the inning. So once again, Flamingos have no answers for Johnny Tom here early. Let's see if California can continue the rally. But Clark Max, not a good start. He's going to line out to the shortstop here. Here's Yeon-sung facing Hank, who's going to ground out to second. Next up, we have Devontae Moore, who is going to ground out to the shortstop. So it looks like California's cool off a little bit. But let's see if Florida can finally try to get some more runs here. Here's Homer Simpson. That's a towering pop-up. Infield fly going to be caught there by the shortstop for the 1st out. Here's the hot-hitting Pollywag facing a full count. And he's going to draw a walk. There we go. Small victories for Florida here. And here's Alan Greer. Ground ball. This could be 2. And yes, indeed, a double play. That's how you kill a rally right there. We go to the top of the 7th with the Firehawks absolutely dominating. Here's Furcal, who's going to ground out to short. Next up here, we got I've Got a Dumper. He's going to ground out to the first baseman, relay to the pitcher in time. And here's the high-hitting Maverick Tunyon. Towering pop-up in the infield, caught by the first baseman. That's going to end the inning. You can't win games by pop-ups, folks, unless the defense is somehow low TPE. Atlas Slugs is going to get a line drive base hit that drops him from the right fielder. Next, new pitcher in, and they finally got Tom out, but here's Chetty Amenelher, who's going to strike out with Scooty Fortune. Uh-oh, here's a deep drive. Nathan Murphy to left field, and you can kiss that baby goodbye. That's a 2-run shot, and just like that, the Mingos are back in the game. The lead's down to 4. Still plenty of time to come back here. Here's Ejecto Cito. 3-0 count, he's going to ground here as my side is lagging a little bit, and he's going to ground out. Oh, nope, that's past the shortstop for a base hit. I thought he was going to ground out, but nope, it just got by him. Here's Ton Sahur. He can make this a game right here. Line drive, base hit. That's going to get down. The third, did they get him? No, they did not. He is safe. Luca's safe at third, so they got runners in the corners. But Simpson's going to strike out here. So Florida's got back within 4, but they still got some work to do getting into the 8th. Here's Coleman Carver. Line drive to pops fly out. He's going to fly out to left. Here's Goro Majima coming up here. against new pitcher Junior O'Callahan, and it's going to be a pop up to the pitcher. And we go to the leadoff hitter, Whoop Whoop, who's going to strike out. So momentum pretty much on Florida's side, but they got 6 outs to work with. Here's Pollywag checks, and it's a good start. It's a leadoff walk for him. Pollywag having a pretty impressive season. Alan Greer's going to fly out to right. Here's Atlas Slugs, who's going to strike out here. Armbender is doing pretty well here. And new pitcher in Ichiban Kasuka, who's going to get a grab. Oh, it's couldn't handle that throw from third. It's going to be scored as an error. And just like that, trouble here. And more trouble as Nathan Murphy's going to get a base hit. The throw to home's not in time. And just like that, the tying run is coming up to the plate here at Ejectocito. Fly ball to right. It's going to get caught. Ward is still slowly chipping away at that lead. The lead's down to 3 entering the top of the 9th. Here's Clark Max here coming up against O'Callahan, and it's going to be a blue base hit. Here's Young Song coming up here, and they're going to send Max, and he's going to be safe. His 4th steal of the postseason, and Song, deep fly ball, deep right center, and that might be the dagger. Kiss that baby goodbye. Young Song's 2nd homer of the postseason. 9-4 for the Firehawks. Devontae Moore grounded to first, and the first baseman just Russell gets to the base himself for that first out. Here's Rafael Furcal Jr. Line drive, base hit. The right fielder didn't even notice it was there. Oh, they're sending him to third. The throw not in time. A stand-up triple there for Rafael Furcal Jr. And Dumper, that's going to get down, and that's going to make it 10-4 Firehawks. And that's going to sure send the Florida faithful out to the exits. And, oh, Tunyon gets hit there by that pitch from Pete St. Pete, the new pitcher. Carver, blue base hit again, and that is going to load the bases with 1 out for Goro Majima. Things are getting real ugly. Fly at the center, but it is going to be deep enough to score Dumper from third to make this 11-4. So Leo pretty much immediately undid all the damage. And it continues. Whoop Whoop gets a base hit. The throw home not in time. It's a 5-run top of the 9th. Here's Clark Max. They've batted around. And that's finally going to end the inning. But what a disaster there for the Florida bullpen. 5 runs, pretty much putting this game out of reach. But we've seen crazy rallies before. Luca is going to ground out to third to start the bottom of the 9th. Here's Ton Sahur. Fly ball to the left that's going to get caught. Last chance for the Flamingos. It's Homer Simpson. Fly ball to the right, and that shall do it. The California Firehawks will take game 1, 12-4 in an absolute dominant fashion. And more importantly, steal a game on the road.
Yeah, that was most of their runs came from the 4th and the 9th, but that 9th inning was brutal.
Yeah, much needed after what Florida was slowly chipping away at that lead.
Yeah, and I'll just hover on the box scores for a few seconds in case anyone wants screenshots.
Of course, if your locker rooms want your screenshots, go right ahead.
And then down to pitching. Player of the game, Clark Max. The winner, Johnny Tom. Momentum taking the loss.
Yeah.
And,
most of the game, I felt that if I were to give player of the game, I would honestly say Johnny Tom. They've had no answers for him most of the day.
Yeah, I'd partially agree. Clark Max did have he had a 3-hit game plus
RBI.
a home run that 3-run home run that kind of
3-1 home run in the 4th. That was pretty clutch.
Yeah. All right. So
all right.
Finish the
Let's
day.
take a look at. Let's see if we have any changes here. Let me take a look. I do have.
Yep, California wants a stamp check.
We have a stamp check for the California Firehawks bullpen, and we will get that to you in a second.
Yeah. And there's
and
that
Florida's
for
also
you.
asked for a bullpen stamp check as well.
And Florida also wants that. why that's sorted by movement.
Feels so good to do these World Series games.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's nice, relaxing, and you got a certain amount of time, and for me, just prepping before a holiday here.
Yeah,
Especially for me because I just got back from a vacation myself.
yeah.
Ironically, Florida. Was I bad luck to them? Maybe. We'll see. And we got to let it ride from Florida.
All right, and then Tampa's typing.
All right, so I'm expecting to get changes any moment from California here, from Tampa.
Che
Short chai to
use
use less often and avoid high leverage.
to use less. I cannot do both of those.
So you have to pick one.
I can do either use less or avoid high leverage.
You can't do both. So if you had to pick one, which would it be? If you're All right, let's see what he says. No primary.
Move to no. Oh, no, none specified.
None specified.
Okay, so none
And let's see,
specified.
can we
Um, here.
avoid high
Yeah,
leverage
you've got
and use less often, I think.
that, and then all of the secondary
Oh no.
options.
Yeah.
Okay, none
None
specified.
specified
Avoid
or
high
avoid high
leverage.
leverage.
Okay, double check that's correct. All right, awesome.
All right, we're good, and we're ready to go to game number
Go
2.
ahead and save. Head to playoff coverage. Jump in.
Let
All
me see
right.
if I can get a prediction up. Hang on.
All right.
Let me go
I'll
load
probably
up
just.
my Twitch on my Chrome tab here. I always mute it because I don't like hearing my own voice. Fun fact.
Yeah, for me, it's distracting to hear my voice like 5 to 10 seconds after I've said something.
Okay. So let's see. What do we want to do here? What does chat want to do? Oh, Tampa said you could run one?
I mean,
All right.
either something that we're gonna only run for like a minute, or hey, Slothface Killer, thanks for the sub.
Sloth, thanks for the sub, man. Fellow graphics department guy. Graphics to get graphics people together strong.
Yeah. So either like something quick we can just run for a minute, or like something that's like late in the game, like runs in the seventh or something like that. That we can
Yeah,
get the
something
game
cute.
rolling.
Let's do something like cute like that. Okay.
All right. So on bump.
Oh, and here's our prediction now, and looks like it's going to be who wins this game.
Just
Pretty
simple who
simple.
wins. All right. And
It's up
I'll
to five
start the game
minutes.
in about a minute. So
Yeah, go
get
ahead and gamble, folks.
get your predictions in now. Um, it'll be I'm a Dude Man and Justin Izzo on the mound for the Firehawks and the Flamingos respectively.
You know what? I'm throwing a little bit in the pot as well. Why not? Yeah, crucial game here for Florida because if they drop this game, you're going to California down 2 games to nothing for 3 games.
Yeah, then you're gonna need to take two on the road at that point.
You're gonna have to take 2 on the road.
Yeah, no, you don't want to be walking out of here down 2-0. Absolutely not.
Yeah, we're on close watch here. Tampa says can close it at any time when you're ready to go. We'll let it sit for another minute.
It's been a minute already. I think we're good to
It's
go.
been a minute. We have over like 17,000 in the pot. Channel point.
Yeah, I think we're probably good to go.
Yeah, let's get it on.
All right, you want to take the first half this time?
I'll take the first half here. Crucial game here in the series. Game number 2. California up 1-0. Let's see how Florida responds. They will send Justin Izzo to the mound, and he'll get a good start by striking out Whoop Whoop on a full count. Here's Clark Max, player of the game of Game 1, and he's gonna pop it up to the third baseman for the second out. Here's Young Song with a clutch home run in the top of the ninth. Great defensive play there by Ejectocito to get Song out at first. So a 1-2-3 inning. So here's Luca going against Amadou Man. Luca's gonna ground out here. I do apologize about my voice. I'm a little bit sick, so I do apologize for that. As Tungsten Sahur is gonna fly out to right. And here's Homer Simpson. Fly ball to center, easily caught there. And just like that, it's a 1-2-3 inning for both sides. I have a feeling we might get a pitcher's duel here. Here's Devontae Moore, who's going to fly out to right. Thank you, Rayson. Thank you. Here's for call. 3-2 check swing. He did not go. It's going to be ball. He's going to get walked for the first base runner for either team. Because I've got a dumper. Line drive caught there by the second baseman. First line to hurry back to first. And here's Tanyan. Pops it up. Going to be caught there by the second baseman. So, like I said, pitcher's duel so far. Here's the hot Pollywag. He's going to ground out to the first baseman who had to wiggle his way to first for the out. Here's Alan Greer. Fly ball to left that's going to get caught. And here's Atlas Slugs. Let's see what he has in store. There's no slug here, but he could slug his way to first because of a ball 4. And here's the Scooty Fortune. Fly ball to left, gonna get caught. So no hits for either team and only 1 walk apiece for 2. So early pitcher's duel, but I can change it to win. Roman Carver. Target ball to right and gonna get caught. Here's Dylan Najima. Grounded to first. Great defense there to get the out. Here, back to the top of the order with the offensive Whoop Whoop. And there's the first base hit of the game. And Whoop Whoop gets a line drive down. Let's go back. A drive up to the left. It's going to get caught. So once again, they get a man on board, but not unable to do anything. And here's Nathan Murphy here coming up. And that's going to be a fly ball caught by the right fielder. Ejectocito coming up here. Ground ball to short. Going to be thrown out there. And here is Luca coming up here. And he gets plunked right in the head. Ouch. So, man on first. Let's see if Tonta hunts her. And there's Florida's first base hit of the day. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. Let's see if Simpson can give the Bengals an early lead. Fly ball to right. Gonna get caught. It feels like we're in a chess stalemate here. One team just can't do another move without immediately getting countered. Here's Young Sung. Line drive caught by the second baseman. Here's Devontae Moore, who is fly ball to right, gonna get caught. Man, did they juice the balls last game? Because these balls don't feel juiced. Rafael Furcal Jr. is going to ground out the third and the top of the 4th. Huh. Pretty good pitcher's duel here early. Can't say no to that. Pollywag, fly ball to right, going to get caught. That should probably take the flame off him. But he's batting .444 this postseason. As Alan Greer's going to strike out here for Amadou Man's first strikeout of the day. And here's Atlas Slugs, who's going to draw a walk. Let's see if McScooty Fortune can drive in the run. Nope, it's a soft tap ball in the third. That's going to end the inning. As we prepare for the final half inning, I'll call for this game. Back to the Firehawks, I've got a dumper who's going to fly out to left. And here comes the hot-hitting Maverick Tunyon, facing a full count. He's going to ground out to short. And here's Coleman Carver, who's going to strike out for just his second strikeout of the game, as I will now hand it over to Aria as we continue this pitcher's duel.
One hit apiece for these teams and no runs. Both these teams can't buy a run at this point, as Nathan Murphy will line drive out to center field. Ejectocito up. Ground out to their counterpart. Back to the top for Florida. Checked swing from Luca will be ball 4, the third walk of the day for I'm a Dude Man. 0-1 count for Tung 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 Sahor. It's driven high and deep and gone! Into the flags, the rock formation. Not quite sure what's out there, but it's 2 runs now for Florida off the bat of the right fielder Sahur. Homer Simpson, fly ball into right, will be caught. But Florida takes 2 runs, and the way this game has been going, that might be enough. As we get the 9-hole hitter up, Goro Majima, Justin Izzo still on the bump for Florida. Be a ground out 6-3, whoop whoop, top of the order. Another ground ball to short will be converted to the second out. Full count for Clark Max. Works a walk. Good piece of hitting there. Song, fly ball to left, will leave that runner on board. Off to Florida, it'll be the cleanup hitter, Pauly Wag, up next. He'll lace one down the right field line, going for 2. An easy double for Pauly Wag. Be a runner in scoring position. Chance to get some insurance runs here. Alan Greer on the ground, up the middle, rounding third is Pauly Wag, going home. Makes it an RBI single for Alan Greer. Makes it a 3-run ball game. Slug, slow roller down the first base line will be an out. And Scooty Fortune down in left field. Going home is Greer, and they got him. Got greedy from second, and it will not be a run. David Sears now pitching for the Firehawks. Coaxes an infield fly out from Nathan Murphy to retire the side. Top of the 7th now. California needing something, as a close pitch will be called ball 4. Ferkel Jr. less close, but still a walk. So 2 on, as Dithey Kennedy-Seanan will come in and issue another walk. The Flamingos have walked, the bases loaded with no outs, with hot-hitting Maverick Tunyon coming up. Fly ball within the infield will not allow anyone to advance.
Good old in for a fly.
Coleman Carver on the ground. They'll take the fielder's choice at home. Not able to get the run at first, but it will be bases loaded, 2 outs. Will California get Noble Tigered? Yes, they will, as Kennedy-Seanan gets the strikeout. California walks the bases loaded and then can't do anything with it.
Well, that's too bad. That's just too bad.
Ejectocito, another ground out to their counterpart. Back to the top now for Florida. Luca, line drive to third base is handled. Nice play by Ferkel Jr. And Sahur swings and misses on the 2-2 count to end the 7th. 3-0 Florida as we head into the final 2 innings. California, whoop whoop up. They may have missed their best chance, but maybe not, as whoop whoop will be aboard. Clark Max, slow roller to the pitcher. They'll take the play at second to erase the lead runner. Song watches strike 3 go by. Clark Max, we know he can steal, but right now just standing on first. Devontae Moore on the ground will be the final out of the inning. 3 more outs for California to make something happen. Florida got in trouble before. They'd love to get some more insurance. Homer Simpson will ground out for the first out. Pauly Wag puts it down in right. Will be aboard at first. Alan Greer has an RBI already with Wag on base. Not able to do anything with it this time. Atlas slugs it into right field. It's gone! A line drive home run from Atlas Slugs will score Pollywag and himself, and it will be a 5-0 ball game.
Sent for the dagger right there.
Scooty Fortune now up. Will watch strike 3, catches the inside of the zone. 3 outs for California to try and make up a 5-run deficit. Ferkel Jr., Dumper, and Tanyan up. Ferkel Jr. starts it off well. That will be a base hit. I've got a Dumper. Hard hit line drive into right field, but coming in for it is Sahur. Tanyan on the ground. 4-6-3 to end the game. Florida defeating the Firehawks 5-0, allowing just 3 hits in the game. And they will tie the series at 1 as we head for California, because I don't actually know where in California the Firehawks play.
I would say San Bernardino, because if you PB historians know,
yeah, true. That's probably right.
Yeah, it's just maybe I've been in the league for quite a while. I kind of know the old brands. And if you remember correctly, this World Series is actually the 66ers versus the Kingston Mounties. Get it right. Fun fact.
If we okay, hang on. If we really want to get old brands, this is actually the Milwaukee Swans versus the San Bernardino 66ers.
Oh, really? The Milwaukee Swans. Oh, my God. Jiggly would have bullied me for it. Oh. Would have.
All right, what do we got? We've got California. Take back to MRU's more. Okay.
We gotta let it ride from Florida.
All right, there's that, so you can double check and let it ride. Oh yeah, I should. I should be making those notes.
Or I'll write them down. Shame I don't put post-it notes on my computer anymore, like in my old job. Okay.
Alright, so we'll have the 3 starters up this time. I am begging the PBE Bigger Strange Podcast Stadium to have a good wide view, so that I don't have to remember to change it if this series goes back to Florida.
Stadium, or else I'm gonna come in and personally take down your sign and replace it with a giant Valor graphics ad.
You know what? Actually, I'm gonna make a formal complaint to Dame and tell him to make all of the camera views consistent, so that I don't have to pause and change every other game.
Yeah, that's what I always make sure I test. Sometimes I look at the my camera view on an offline file just to make sure I did it right. To make sure.
I guess it's not that big of a deal to me that I'd go through the extra effort for that. I'd rather do it looking at the teams that are going to play, but
Like,
it's
for
still
example,
annoying.
my screen is kind of squished, so you don't see the full inning by inning score. That's just a unique caveat with mine.
That would require stadiums being the same.
Okay.
I mean,
let's go set up another prediction. All right. So we got that done. Let's do. If I could get a single hit in the World Series, that would be sick. Yeah, it would be. Cool
you had a nice web gem last game, though. That was pretty sick.
You did get a web gem, though, which is just as great. Something, Valor would not do that. I mean, psych, Valor won the Minors World Series for Bruce City last season, so Ingrid Neilhauer strikeouts take me over.
Let's see. With a 5.7 K per nine. Uh,
I'll set this up. Let's do a Tampa. How about we do a set out one? Which team overall strikes out the most batters?
okay. Yeah.
Speaking
Yeah.
of which, that gave me an idea for one. Hey, we're flying for this. We're less than an hour in, and we're ready for the first two games.
Yeah. I wanted to keep the pace a little quicker today because it is Easter weekend and uh so a lot of people are gonna have other plans and don't necessarily want to spend a whole 3 hours watching fake baseball.
I mean, I can. I could literally sit on a computer all day and just do graphics.
I mean, same. I don't have any special plans this weekend, but you know,
Pitching staff strikes out the more batters? Good. There we go. We'll let
ooh,
that sit for a few minutes.
a minute.
It's always good to give y'all some time to just sit back, watch some fake baseball when making your lunch. I have no idea what I'm going to do for mine.
I ended up just having a big breakfast because I knew it was gonna be I wouldn't be done here until like 2ish my time because I'm in Central.
Yeah, just me sitting at my desk with all my Cavs bobbleheads and then a lightning hat, which, yeah, I was in Tampa a few days ago, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Tampa's win is pretty nice. Yeah.
Sorry I'm late. No worries.
You were in Tampa? Yeah, I was in there for like a day. I was just coming there for the Lightning Pens game. Successful hate watch of the Pens. Sorry, I'm a Caps fan, so like Aria already knows this because I've said it in the Spectres Discord.
Mm-hmm. All right. I think we're probably good on Preds here. A lot of money going towards Florida. So I'll go ahead and take the first half of this one at the PBE Bigger Strange Podcast Stadium, home of the Water Pigeons. Let's get it
I love
started.
long name stadiums. It's like saying John Jacques Francois Jacques John Jr.
All right,
There, I said the
Luca.
name.
Yeah, you did. Luca gets a leadoff base hit off of Ingrid Keelhaller. I'm probably going to want to change this to default. Yes.
Okay, there we go. I mean, that original camera view looks pretty good.
It was okay, but this one's better.
Yes. All right, let's continue.
Yep. All right. Sahura up with the runner on. High pop up in the infield directly back to the pitcher's mound. Coming in for it is the shortstop. Homer Simpson coming up. Ground ball will take the out at second. Erase the lead runner. And Poliwag up. Runner on. Full count. Inside ball 4 will extend the inning for Alan Greer. On the ground to third. Takes the out at second to retire the side. One hit and no runs. Whoop Whoop leads off against Doc Rock, and it'll be a lead-off walk pounded under the zone. Clark Max on the ground, 6-4-3, double play. So the walk will mean nothing as the third hitter comes up with the bases empty. Chopper to third, and it will be nothing doing. No play to be made. Song takes the infield hit. Devontae Moore fly ball into center, hangs up just a bit too long though, and it will be no runs for either team. Atlas Slugs checks the swing and draws the walk.
Do I smell another pitcher's duel again?
Scooty Fortune. A bunt single intended to be a sacrifice. Instead, he'll leg it out.
We love our bunts.
Nathan Murphy slow roller back to the pitcher. 1-4-3 double play. So it'll be a runner on third with 2 outs for Ejectocito. Can they get the hit like they want? They cannot. Hangs up a bit too long. Center fielder able to come in and make the play. So the double play ends a very threatening rally from the Flamingos. It'll be the Firehawks taking it up as ground ball gets through the left side of the infield by Ferkel Jr. I've got a dumper, little lazy foul out. Maverick Tanyan bunts it to advance the runner, makes it 2 outs, runner on second for Coleman Carver. A good single could drive it in. But it will not. It'll be a 1-3 out. We're scoreless through 2, both teams a hit apiece. Excuse me. 2-strike count. Luca. Ground ball into left field will be a base hit. Sohor, hard hit ball to third will be ruled an error on Ferkel Jr. So it'll be 2 runners on with nobody out for Homer Simpson. Driven into left field. Caught, but allows the runner on second to advance. We'll have runners on the corners after the productive out. For cleanup hitter, Polly Wag, and that'll be a base hit into right field. Runner will score from third. But they will get him trying to advance to second.
And the runner in second gets thrown out.
Got greedy going for second on the single, and little toot bland.
Seeing that show up.
And that little toot bland maybe cost them another run. Alan Greer with the ground out. As we move on, the Firehawks continuing to bat against Doc Rock. Majima on the ground will be out unassisted by Luca. Whoop whoop, ground ball, slow roller to short, will get him at first. And Clark Max driven hard into center field, but no difficulties for Greer on that one. 1-0 into the fourth. Florida looking to extend their lead, and a slug's walk will possibly help that out. A bunt pop-up from McScooty Fortune, so from a great bunt to a bad bunt from Fortune there. Nathan Murphy puts it down in right field. Going for third is Slugs, and he'll make it standing up. Ejectocito, runners on the corners, 1 out. Ground ball to third. Kicked again! Ferkel Jr., his second error of the game, and it'll allow the run to score.
Oh my goodness.
Luca up with 2 on. Ground ball to second. They'll take the fielder's choice, but it'll be runners on first and third for Sahur, who puts it down in center field. That'll allow the run to score from third, and going to third is Luca. So an RBI single. Simpson on the ground too short, will be thrown out at home, but 2 runs for the Flamingos will make it a 3-0 ball game. Yoon Song, ground ball to second, will be a routine play. Devontae Moore, hard ground ball to short, able to make the play is Cito. And Rafael Ferkel Jr., a fly ball to right. Glad he has a hit today because the rest of the game hasn't really been going too well for him. Polly Wag on the ground, unassisted out for Whoop. Alan Greer swings and misses. Ingrid Keelhaller gets the strikeout, their first of the game. Atlas Slugs, line drive into right field, allowed out. To end my portion of the game, on to Valor. 3-0 ball game in favor of the Flamingos.
All right, pretty good one here, except if you're the Firehawks hitting, who's been slumping, as I've got a dumper's going to strike out here to Doc Rock for his burst of the game. Here's Tunyon, who's also going to strike out. When you have the same amount of hits as errors, something's not going right. And Coleman Carter's going to ground out to third. I'm convinced that Ferkel Jr.'s glove got jammed. You know, Lone Star, did you jam his glove by accident? What are you doing, man? Like Scooty Fortune, fly ball to new pitcher in for the Firehawks. It's Minute Best, who gets a fly out of McScooty Fortune. Nathan Murphy coming up next. That's high. Deep to left. Is that gone? Yes, it is. Kiss that baby goodbye. for Nathan Murphy for his third homer of the postseason, making it 4-0 for the Flamingos. Nothing is going right for the Firehawks. He's ejectocito. Who's going to ground out to third? And a great relay throw there by uh, Furcall Jr. And he gets another great relay throw here to get Luca out there. So the Firehawks need some work to do here. They're down 4 and only have the same amount of hits as errors. So here's Goro Majima coming up here against Doc Rock, who's going to ground out to second to start us off. Back to the top of the order with Whoop Whoop coming up here. Grounded to shortstop. Great play there by Cito to get him out. And here's Clark Max. Can they get something going here? Nope, it's a ground out to second. Once again, Doc Rock has pretty much shut down the California Bats. As we go to the top of the 7th with Ton Sahur. A full count, checks his swing, doesn't go. He's going to draw a walk. A full count. And here's Homer Simpson, who's going to strike out here. Here comes the hot hitting Polly Wag, batting .484 this postseason. And it's going to continue with a base hit with runners at first and second with one out here for Alan Greer. Could bust this thing open. He's going to ground into a force out at second. Atlas Slugs can continue this rally going here. Ground ball to second, and that's going to end the inning. 4-0 going into the bottom of the 7th. Stretch time here in San Bernardino. As Young Song's going to hit a pretty well hit ball to center that's going to get caught. Devontae Moore is going to draw a 4-pitch walk. Good chance here for California to get some runs as new pitcher Junior Callahan comes in. And Furcall, responsible for both errors, gets a base hit. And now here's I've Got a Dumper coming up here. Chance to make this a game. Fly ball to right, it's going to get caught. And here comes Tunyon, who has the highest batting average on the team, 385. Grounded to second, and that's going to end the inning. So nothing going here. California's bats have been completely silent this game. Back to the top of the if with Scooty Fortune, who's going to ground out to short to start us off on a 3-1 count. Here's Nathan Murphy, who's been one of the hottest hitters, who had the home run here. And he's going to draw a walk. Pretty good on-base percentage for him. Let's see what Cito can do with him. Line drive, base hit. It's going to get down. Murphy's going to go to second, Cito at first, with Luca coming up here. Who's going to take a called strike 3. And here's Tong Sahur coming up here against a bot named after their S32 championship team, who's going to get a ground out here. Bottom 8th, Firehawks need a rally here to get them up 2-1. And here's Coleman Carver. It's not a good start. It's a fly out to left. Back to Goro Majima, facing a 3-1 count. And that's much better. Draws a walk. Here's Whoop Whoop coming up here. Ground ball. This could be a double play. Nope, they just get me out in second. Here's Clark Mack. Full count. Line drive caught in center field. We're going to the 9th with the Mingos continuing a dominating pitching performance. With the cold hitting Homer Simpson coming up here. And he's going to stay cold with a strikeout. On the other side of the spectrum, we have Pollywag. Let's see what he can do here. Strikeout as well. Minor League Champions Season 32 has been pretty good so far this game. And here's Alan Greer. Pops it up to the first baseman, and that's going to end the last chance here for the Firehawks. They need 4 to force extras, 5 for the win. Here's Young Song. He pops it up in foul territory, caught by the catcher for the first out. Devontae Moore. Wide drive, base hit. There's a base runner on. Coming up and dropping off the head. They're going to go to Tahiti Kennedy Sanan to try to close out this game. And for call flies at the right. Last chance. I've Got a Dumper. 2-1 count. Grounded to the pitcher. The first, and that'll do it. Florida won another pitching masterclass by the Florida Flamingos and gives up a 2-1 series lead. Another pitching masterclass.
Yeah, and that rare Flamingos defense this season was, I think, in terms of run scoring, was only ranked like 6th in the minor league. So them shutting out the Firehawks, who had the second best offense, is doing that twice is very impressive so far.
Yeah, and more importantly, they successfully stole a game on the road too. They can ver- if they can steal another game, I feel Florida's in great position for the rest of the series. Yeah, no
California
doubt.
got
Doc Rock won the
more
game.
pitching strikeouts. Yes, they did. It was a very. I mean, there weren't very many strikeouts at all. I mean, combined between them is what, 7?
Eight actually. No, was it? What? No, it was seven. I can't count. Valley brain fog strikes again.
So let me go ahead and save in advance. But
All
while
right,
I do
let's
that,
save up.
what I was saying at the beginning of the stream before you got here is like it's going to be the fielders that make the difference. And in that game, I think that was a big change because we had another web gem
Yeah,
from
too many
Cito.
errors by both errors by Furcal Jr. Pretty much were the big deciding factor. All right, stand check for California for the
Yep.
pen, and we also got a stand check needed for Florida's pen as well.
Sure thing.
We head into a crucial game 4 here. Can Florida take a 3-1 stranglehold, or will California tie this up and make the game 5 a must-win for both teams? All right, we do have a change needed for Firehawk side.
Mid at
A role
best.
change for mid at
I'm looking
best.
at the wrong team. It would help if I was actually looking at the Firehawks. Mid at best. None specified. Avoid high leverage.
Okay.
Right, there's that for you.
Let it ride from. All right.
And let it
Florida said
ride.
let it
Okay.
ride. We're good to go for game 4.
For complete. Alright, I'll go ahead and save once again. Back to playoff coverage. I'll have the Game 1 rematch, Momentum versus Johnny Tom. Johnny Tom performed very well in that one. We'll see
Johnny
if he
Tom,
can run it back.
arguably one of the best pitchers of this postseason. Let's see how. That's the thing. If Florida wants to get the stranglehold here, Johnny Tom has not lost a game this postseason. He is unbeaten in all of his starts.
Alright, and our prediction. Just who wins? Does Florida take a 3-1 series lead?
Yeah, to see.
I think the Firehawks answer back here. I think they're due.
Yeah,
I
something
think
tells me that the Firehawks have a lot of anger stuffed in them. They've been shut down by Florida's pitching for back-to-back games. I think they're due for a bounce back.
especially like having that happen on the road, whatever, it happens. Having that happen in front of your home crowd, that one stings.
That one is definitely concerning because if it somehow happens for a third time, you might as well just throw in the towel. But the good thing for California, you have your best starter this postseason up here. So I expect this to be another pitcher's duel nonetheless.
Yeah, we'll see if momentum can have a bit of a more steady start this time around.
Also, seriously, chat, did you have to make no 6-7%? Seriously?
There. Fixed.
Chad is messing with me again. Nah.
All right. I believe it's your turn to start. You ready?
All right. Okay, 68%. Good work, Chad. All right. A crucial game 4 here. With Florida up 2-1, let's see if Johnny Tom can tie this series up. Here we go. With Luca, and not a good start for the Hawks. It's a base hit here. It's a leadoff single. Home comes to her. And that's going to get caught on a fly ball to right. Homer Simpson's been cold. And he will stay cold. Wait, no, it was dropped by the right fielder.
Oh
Wait, no.
no!
Oh my goodness, Carver dropped it. And the bases are now loaded with Pollywag being walked. For Alan Greer, this could be disastrous real quick. He's going to walk in a run. Oh no, the error comes back to haunt him.
Look at that. AB fouled off 5 pitches to get that walk.
That is crazy. And here's Atlas Slug, still bases loaded. And he walks in another run. Oh my goodness. Big Scooty Fortune, another walk in
What is
run.
happening?
What is happening?
65 control, by the way.
Is Tom tipping pitches?
Oh no.
And a pass ball. It's 4-0. And a pass. Oh no. They finally get Nathan Murphy to strike out, but what a disaster here for the Firehawks. Ejectocito. Drop strike 3. It's going to be 5-0.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh my god. And the bases are loaded again. Luca's gonna get walked. They batted around. Tug to her. Towering pop by the shortstop. What a disaster for the Firehawks.
That's 5 runs
Oh
on a
my
single
goodness.
hit.
One hit somehow. Alright. Good start for the Firehawks though as Whoop Whoop draws a walk. Here's Clark Max. 3-2 line drive caught. Whoop Whoop had to scramble back to first. The Avoid getting doubled up. Long coming up here. Ground ball.
Oh no.
Booted by the second baseman. And another error. Couldn't handle that pass, that throw. But he gets Devontae Moore to strike out here. And here's Rafael Furcal Jr., arguably the reason why Florida has... Oh my god, another one. What is going on? 3 errors in the first. And now the bases are loaded for I've got a dumper. Fly ball to right, it's going to get caught. What is going on here?
It's just going to be one of those games, I think.
Is this the game that the Chaos Mod decides to show up? Okay, Homer Simpson. He's going to strike out here. Johnny Tom needs a bounce back inning. He's only got 2 of the runs earned, by the way. Hiding Pollywag.
Oop.
And here's Alan Greer. Full count. Oh, he struck out. Okay. Alright, we're back to normal speed. Maverick Tunyon coming up here. Who's going to get ball past the first baseman for a base hit. California needs to rally this game. Carver is going to ground into a double play. Responsible for that dropped ball that caused all the runs to come in. Romajima is going to draw a full count walk. And back to the top of the order with Whoop Whoop. And screen froze again. And it's going to be another drawn walk. Here's Clark Max. Can they get something going? They called him out at second. Looked like he was safe to me. I don't know. Weird OTP animations, I guess. Top of the third we go. With Atlas Slugs. Who's going to strike out here. Besides that bad ending, Tom's been doing a pretty good game. With 6 strikeouts. But here's the big thing. Oh, an infield hit there by McScooty Fortune. But 5 walks. If Murphy fly ball left, it's going to get caught. That is going to bring up Ejectocito here. And they're going to say McScooty Fortune. The throw is not in time. And this McScooty Fortune's fourth season. This will bring up Ejectocito, who is going to get an infield hit there. They're going to call that. And here's Luca. Full count. And the bases are loaded again with Tom's 6th walk of the game.
And 6 foul balls to get there. These Florida hitters are fighting.
This game open. But he gets him to strike out. So this time they get out of the bases loaded jam unscathed. As we go into the bottom of the third. Here's Young Sung, who's going to ground out to third. Here's Devontae Moore. Fly ball left, line to left. It's going to get caught. And here's Rafael Furcal Jr. Full count, line out to left. And that's going to end the inning. 5-0 Florida. And here's Homer Simpson here coming up against Tom. And he's going to fly out center. Pollywag betting 471 this postseason. And he gets another hit. That's going to make it push his average up to, let's see, 46. And Tom is done. Claudio Kilgannon is in. As Greer is going to get a single that pushes Pollywag to third. Here's Atlas Slugs with quarters with 1 out. And it's an inning double play. A 4-6-3 double play. All right, bottom 4 with I've got a number. Who's going to ground out to second. Maverick Tunyon coming up here. Short hopper to second. That's going to be thrown out there for the second out. There's Coleman Carver facing a 3-1 count. Ground second and thrown out. Once again, California's bats have been pretty much non-existent for the past 3 games. Scooty Fortune. 3-1. Oh, is that another? Oh my God, another error. What is going on here? And here's the hot hit Nathan Murphy. Scooty Fortune is going to get gunned down there at second trying to steal. And it's Murphy makes the full count. It's going to ground out the second for the second out. Last batter, I think, for me, Ejectocito. Going to fly out to right. I'm going to hand over to Aria, and this is definitely a game. Pitcher's duel up just been California. They're not the Firehawks. They turned into the Fire Chickens.
Well, I'm going to just start us off with another error. And yes, the play-by-play has now clearly stated we have wet conditions, so we're having some chaos rain as Whoop will draw a walk, advancing Majima to second. Clark Max up. It'll be another walk. Uh-oh. We've walked the bases loaded. Are we going to have a carbon copy of the first inning on the other side?
For the first?
Song will put it down in right field. That will station to station for the first run since game 1 for the Firehawks.
Yeah, first much needed for them.
Moore up. Hard hit. Gets to the wall in right field. 1 run scores. 2 run scores. Song will not go for home, so it'll be an 2 RBI double for Devontae Moore. The tying run sits on second with no outs. Furcal Jr. swings and misses strike 3. Momentum collects his second strikeout of the day, and he'll be done in favor of Lillian Blue. Allows a grounder up the middle from Dumper. 1 run scores. Rounding third is Moore, and he will make it. It's a tie ball game.
Holy
in the
crap.
Bottom of the 5th. Runner on with 1 out. Maverick Tunyon comes in. It'll be a ground out. Coleman Carver, 2 outs. Runner on second. Gets one through the right side of the infield. Rounding is Dumper. And Dumper makes it. In the space of half an inning, it's gone from a 5-run deficit to a 1-run lead for the Firehawks.
That's just unbelievable. Probably they heard my comment about calling them the Fire Chickens and they took it personally.
Well, if you're going to turn around the momentum of the series, this is exactly the kind of half inning you need heading into the top of the 6th. The Firehawks leading 6-5. Luca getting a leadoff single, however. Sahura up, swings and misses. Claudio Kilgannon collecting their first strikeout of the day. Homer Simpson finally getting that hit he's been looking for. And will advance to second on the throw to third, but is safe on both counts. Pollywag swings and misses for strike 3. Greer puts it on the ground to short. We thrown out at home. No runs scored. Firehawks still leading by 1 and looking for more. Whoop whoop, full count. Nice piece of hitting to get it down in right field for the leadoff knock. Clark Max popped up to third base, taking a couple steps and making the play as Slugs. On the ground, hard hit to Slugs. He'll take the fielder's choice. And more swings and misses. Blue gets the strikeout. Into the 7th, 3-0 count taken by Slugs for ball 4. Leadoff runner once again aboard. Massive unit enters. Coaxes a fielder's choice, not able to turn 2 on that one, but still an unproductive out from Fortune. Going for second, I believe that makes him 2 for 3 stealing today. And Nathan Murphy, fly ball into left, is handled. 2 outs, runner on second. Cito, ground ball, play made by Majima. Into the stretch, we've had a wild one in San Bernardino. Furkel Jr. on the ground would be another leadoff runner aboard. Dumper, hard hit ball. What was... Wait, was that a 3-6-1? Pitcher came to cover?
Yes.
Wow.
That was a 3-6-1. You don't see that one that often.
No, you do not. Tanyan, though, looking to make a 2-out rally as he'll put one down in left field. St. Pete in to pitch. Issues a walk to Coleman Carver. Goro Majima, the shortstop, up with a pair on. Ground ball to short. Play made at second to retire the side. Threat ended. Florida still looking for that first run since that insane first inning. Luca swings and misses. Massive unit collects their first strikeout of the postseason. So Horror, line drive to third base, is handled by Furkel Jr. Settled in since that disaster previous game. Good to see. Homer Simpson on the ground to second will be an easy out. California would love to see some insurance here, given how crazy this game has been. Whoop Whoop will not be aboard. Neither will Clark Max, as he'll swing and miss at the St. Pete cutter. Yoon Song swings on the 3-0 count and will be thrown out at first. Last chance for the Flamingos to try and take a 3-1 lead in this series. Polly Wag on the ground to second. Routine play made by Song. Alan Greer, line drive up the middle, will be a textbook base hit.
And run it first.
Atlas Slugs popped up into foul territory, coming in forward as Whoop. Tying run aboard with 2 outs. McScooty Fortune draws the walk, advances the tying run to scoring position, and the go-ahead run at first for Nathan Murphy. But he represents the last out, fly ball to right field, and it's caught. The Firehawks come back in dramatic fashion after a disaster first inning to send this series back to Florida tied at... Or no, they're not going back to Florida yet.
This will be
It's game 4.
Instead of a crucial game 5 in California.
Yeah. I simply can't count. My bad.
Wild game. Really bad game for Tom, though. 6 walks. Look at the start. Look at him. 6 walks in 3.1.
Yeah, it was a tough one.
For both sides. Lot of errors.
I'm expecting to scroll down here to see something about rain delay.
No.
No delay, but rain. But it was rainy all game.
The sprinklers on in the ballpark.
It was a 4-hour game. That's crazy.
Yeah, errors. All right, crucial game 5 here with the series tie. Let's take a look in the chat and let's see if there's any changes.
All right.
I see a stamina check for Florida. I see.
They want a stamp check for the pen. I'll get that to you and then put Anik's changes in.
Yeah.
Uh, Game 5 lineup versus righties. Max to 6. Tanyan to 2. Dumper to 7. Yes. And that's 4 versus right. I'll go ahead and include that. And wait to hear what you'd like for the pen. Meanwhile, I'll go ahead and send Florida's stam.
Crucial game 5 coming up here.
Yeah, well, we've now made it a best of 3.
It's now best of 3. Florida said no bullpen changes, but we'll put in a lineup change. So stand
Okay.
by for that.
I'm I won't say anything, but I think I know what's being done here with Florida. I think I know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, let's see if you're right. Sitting on my phone right now, seeing them type away.
Yep, that's about what I thought.
Yep, you pretty much read their GM's mind.
Well, when Homer Simpson is uh, hitting like he is, struggling a bit, you gotta make changes. Try and ride the hot hand. Okay, changes for
All right,
G5
both sides good to go.
complete. Both sides good to go. I haven't heard anything from California. Yeah, they were still waiting on them. Pitching. Claudio, none specified. Avoid high leverage. J to stopper, eighth and close. Alright. Make sure that's good. Mid He was at 31 last stamp check and now's at 69.
Yeah.
Yeah, throwing 40 plus is a lot for a reliever. That's probably why. Mid at best to middle normal. I see. Yeah, I assume normal usage. Okay. All right. Let's make sure that one's good. Okay. All right. Changes complete.
Alrighty.
Go ahead and save.
We got the changes in.
All right. Our last game in California. We are guaranteed at least one back at Florida.
Yeah, we're guaranteed at least a game 6. Crucial game here, tied at 2 apiece. We'll put a prediction up here. So, coming into this game, California finally had the bats wake up at the right time. But I argue for the Firehawks, they could not have a slow start in starting pitching again. Because if that happens again, I think Florida probably wraps this up in 6.
Yeah, California. I was gonna do like a whole like keys to victory thing, then I decided that's probably a little too much. But one of the things I did write down for it, for California, was to just be the team that was top 3 in nearly every tracked stat during the regular season, and so far we haven't really seen that from them. So they've
Yeah,
gotta
this has
find
been
that
an
team again.
unusually quiet Firehawks batting lineup.
Reactive rain. I choose to believe that this is a utopia kind of world where like world peace has been solved and everything, and like the environment is fixed, and we can all just play baseball and not care.
Yeah. We got a prediction up of who wins this game. Most of chat assigned to side with the Firehawks here thanks to a late bet. So my main question going into this is that who really wants this more? Because I feel like the team who needs to win this more is the Firehawks. Because if you lose, you will go back to Florida and you'd have to win 2 games there to try to steal the game, try to steal a game 7 from them at their place.
Yeah, I mean, no matter what, no matter who loses this game, it puts them in a scary position. But I would agree that it's more scary for the Firehawks if they lose.
Yeah.
All
All right. The prediction's just about ready to wrap up, and I feel we're just about ready to get into this crucial game.
Yep. Yep. And I'll be leading us off. I'm a Dude Man will be taking the bump for the Firehawks. The righty will be facing off against the lefty, Luca. Luca, line drive to left field, is caught by Maverick Tanyan. Tung 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 Sahor. Same but different as he pulls that one into right field instead of left. And love for all the outfield as Greer will hit a fly ball to center. 1-2-3 inning. On to the Firehawks. Justin Izzo dealing to Whoop Whoop. Whoop Whoop. High drive into center field. A leadoff home run for the Firehawks. Whoop Whoop. Their first home run of the postseason. And they give California the early lead. Maverick Tanyan up. Ground ball will get past the right side of the infield for a single. Going to try and keep this momentum moving. Song opposite field fly ball will be handled in left. Not able to advance the runner. Fonte Moore watches that one get past the catcher. It'll be charged a wild pitch to Justin Izzo. Moves the runner to scoring position. Devontae Moore still stands in and draws a walk. So it'll be runners on first and second. 1 out for Ferkel Jr. Drives that one into center field. Hangs up a bit too long. And Clark Max swings and misses. So just the 1 run off the solo shot from Whoop Whoop will give California the 1-0 lead in the first. Into the second, Polly Wag grounding out to second base. Homer Simpson cold hitting, demoted in the order, but maybe getting some of his mojo back as he puts one down into right for a single. Atlas slugs, hits into the shift, but not able to make the play that time. Runners on first and second, 1 out for Fortune, who works a walk. It'll be bases loaded. Can Dude Man pitch his way out? Nathan Murphy swings and misses. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Couldn't find the screwball. Ejecto Cito, 9-hole hitter. Puts it down in right field. That'll be a single. 1 run scores. Rounding is Slugs, and he makes it. 1 run deficit. Now 1 run lead for the Flamingos. Back to the top of the order. Luca. Fly ball into center. Handled by Max. Damage done. Florida steals the lead. Bottom of the order up for the Firehawks. I've got a dumper, a little swinging bunt. Not able to leg it out. Coleman Carver, the right fielder, up now. Swings and misses along AB, but Izzo gets the K. Goro Majima fly ball into center field will be caught. We're through 2. Florida with 2. California with 1. Sahur striking out on 3 pitches from Dude Man. And Greer grounding out on 3 pitches from Dude Man. Poliwag swing and a miss. 4 strike 3. 1-2-3 inning in favor of the Firehawks. They get the top of their order up. Whoop whoop. Slow roller to the pitcher. Legs it out. Nice speed from Whoop Whoop on that occasion. Maverick Tanyan gets the walk. Will be runners on first and second. Firehawks threatening early in this inning. Line drive to center from Sung will be out number 1. Devontae Moore up. Line drive to left will represent the second out. Furkel Jr. hard hit on the ground. Grounding is Whoop, and he'll make it. It's a tie ball game. Furkel Jr. with the RBI single. And a line drive. Nice reaction by Luca to retire the side, but we've got a tie ball game. Brand new with 6 innings to play. Top of the 4th, Homer Simpson up. Grounder to third is handled by Furkel Jr. Alice Slugs swings and misses. 4th strikeout for Dude Man. As Fortune will watch strike 3 go by. Bottom of the 4th now. Bottom of the order up for the Firehawks. Dumper grounds out unassisted to first. Coleman Carver up. Fly ball into right. Counterpart grabs it for the second out. Majima, another fly ball to right, and another put out for Sahur. Heading into the top of the 5th, 3-0 count. Dude Man issues a walk to Nathan Murphy. Jecto Cito up next, works another walk. It'll be 2 on with no outs. Top of the order for the Flamingos. Luca on the ground, gets past first. Rounding third is Murphy, and he'll make it. It'll be a 3-2 ball game in favor of the Flamingos. Sahur puts it down in center field. 1 run scores. Holding it third is Luca. Make it a 2-run ball game in favor of Florida. Alan Greer with runners on the corner. Still no outs. They'll get him at home. Fielder's choice tags him out. It'll be runners on first and second. Good play made by Furkel Jr. Poliwag 4-6-3 will end the inning. So, 2 more runs for Florida, but it could have been a whole lot worse for the Firehawks. I hand you over to Valor.
All right. In the crucial game 5, Whoop is going to fly out. He's going to pop up to third. The California finds themselves down 2 here. Tanyan, line drive, gets over the head of the first base for a base hit. Here's Song coming up here, facing a full count, and he's going to draw a walk. Devontae Moore coming up here. Line drive to right, going to get caught, not able to advance the runners. Here's Furkel Jr. coming up here. 2-1, going to get caught by the left fielder. So we're through 5, but the Mingos are now 12 outs away from taking the series lead here, and a stranglehold. As Simpson pops out and gets caught there by the pitcher, it looks like. Atlas Slugs. Towering pop-up, going to be caught there by the second baseman. And McScooty Fortune coming up here. Lines are caught there by the shortstop for the third out. 1-2-3 inning there. Bottom of the 6th we go with Clark Max facing a full count, and he's going to ground out the short to start us off. I've got a dumper. It's O'Callahan who's in. And that's a towering fly ball. Deep right field. Kiss that baby goodbye for I got a dumper. Cuts the lead down to 1, and a much needed home run there. Here's Coleman Carver. Check swing. Did not go. Going to draw a walk on 4 pitches for Goro Majima. And Majima's going to draw a walk as well for Whoop Whoop. And Whoop Whoop is going to draw a walk as well. Oh, Callahan has no command today. And here's Maverick Tunyon. Live fly ball to left. Is that going to be deep enough to... No! The runners does not go. Young Sun with the bases loaded. Ground ball to third. They get the out. So the Firehawks can only match that. Home runs from... I've got a dumper. I thought he down by one. Florida needs some runs here. Nathan Murphy. Good start. It's going to draw a walk here. Ejectocito. New pitcher, David Sears. It's a soft ground ball. They can only get the play at first. With Luca coming up here. He's been having a rough postseason. And a deep fly ball. Deep right field. And that is gone. Kiss that baby goodbye for Luca. A 2-run shot. Makes it a 6-3 Florida lead. His first home run all postseason. Toss to her. That's deep to center. But he's going to die in the warning track. And here's Alan Greer. 2-2 count. And he's going to take a called strike free. So Florida responds with a 2-run shot. Here we bottom the 7th with Devontae Moore, who's getting a line drive base hit to start us off. Here in the 7th. Here's Rafael Furcal Jr. Grounded. This could be a double play, but they can only get the fielder's choice at second. Coming up here is Clark Max, who's been having... Oh! Did he line to a double play? They get him at first, but not at second. Here's I've got a Dumper, who was the hero, got the lead 6, who's going to strike out here. So California's bats are going silent when they're not supposed to again. Here's Polylag, who's going to draw a 4-pitch walk off of David Sears. Homer Simpson, ground ball. They can only get the force out at second, though. Here's Atlas Slugs, who's going to draw a 4-pitch walk, setting up Scooty Fortune to possibly put this game out of hand. Grounded. This could be a 4-6-3 double play. We head to the bottom of the 8th. California needs some runs here, down by 3. Here's Coleman Carver. And nope, that Diane Kennedy Sanan came in the 7th. So Carver strikes out here. Here's Goro Majima. Ground ball. That's going to get by. Why did the second baseman give up running there? I'm not sure. Whoop whoop. Strikes out here. And here's Maverick Tunyon. Ground ball past the shortstop for a base hit. The play to third, not in time. Tunyon, Majima's going to get to third. Tying run, your song. Grounds out to the first base, but that's going to end the inning. Top of the 9th would go. Can Florida get some insurance runs here? It's not a good start as Nathan Murphy strikes out here. Setting up Ejectocito. Ground ball past the third baseman. The throw, not in time. He beats out the throw. Setting up Luca here who had the clutch home run. Fly ball, lazy fly ball to center. He's going to get caught. Tong Saher. Grounder, softly hit, and they beat, and just gets him at first. Last chance for the Firehawks, down 3, needing this one to avoid going down Florida, facing elimination. Devontae Moore is going to strike out here. Rafael Furcal Jr. coming up here. 1-2 count. And he takes a called strike free. 5 Ks for DKS. And Key Largo coming in. But quarterback fly ball to the left. And a diving grab. That's going to end it. A 6-3 victory for the Florida Firehawks. They take the 3-2 stranglehold in this series. And have a chance to end it in Florida. Like I said earlier, this is the exact scenario you wanted to avoid for California. Dude man was in there too long. He got roughed up.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it was a good game overall, but yeah, Florida just able to lock it down, avoid California getting too much when they had opportunities. Because California did have opportunities. But Ejectocito will be your player of the game here. Go ahead and save as we advance a couple of days. We're now just before Game 6. What do we got? California's asking for a stam check.
I'd say this has been a pretty good playoff series so far.
It's been good. We've had some insanity. We've had some legitimately good games. It's been fun.
Yeah.
Right. And Florida's letting it ride.
Hey, let it ride for Florida.
Right. And then
Let it ride on the obvious AI generated image. I'm sorry. It looks pretty good, but then I spot the AI spot right away, which kind of makes me sick to my stomach. If you know me, I don't like people using AI on my graphics. I'm pretty much a hardliner. Alright. Let's see if the
waiting.
Firehawks could send us.
Okay, Claudio back to stopper Ethan close. Jay back to middle use more. All right. Make sure that's all good.
Alright, they said they're good.
All right, go ahead
Alrighty.
and save. We've got our first elimination game. First of possibly two.
Yeah, this has been a good one.
I'm going to go ahead and switch us back to the wide shot here.
For Florida, this is the right guy you could set up to the mound here. Doc Rock has completely shut down the California bats. If California needs to win here, this is one of the two pitchers they've struggled against this whole season. So,
Well, I think this is going to be the ultimate test of my assertion that it's going to come down to the fielding, because these two pitchers combined for what? Doc Rock had 2 strikeouts.
they don't
And Keel
strike out a
Haller.
lot of people. It's likely going to come down to who makes the first error.
Yeah, yeah. For this matchup, they don't walk a lot of people, and they don't strike out a lot of people. So we're gonna see a lot of balls in play. If the power bats can get a hold of it, they'll make the difference. But overall, it's gonna come down to can the hitters put the ball in the right place, or can the fielders steal hits and not
All
make
right.
mistakes.
Prediction up here saying that the Florida finish the Hawks off today. If Florida wins, they win their. What was the last time Florida won the World Series? I think it was pretty recent.
I don't think it was that long ago. Let me actually look. What was more interesting to me that is that if they do win here, they'll take the uncontested record for most World Series for a minor league team.
Because they're currently tied with who?
Amarillo.
Amarillo, who's been in a bit of a slump as of late. They did make the World Series last year, but they lost to Bruce City.
Yeah. And now is always the time, since I can shoehorn it into any conversation. If you do look at the Dillos on the index, like their history page, they are missing one of the championships because S34 is wrongly attributed. So they are tied at 10, but Florida winning would render that moot because they would take the most.
Yeah.
Would they actually be the most across both leagues? Because Death Valley's also at 10, and they have the most in the majors.
Yeah, Death Valley's at 10. They're not going to give a number, but I think New York's getting close to that.
I mean, New York's just been good forever at this point. Yeah,
Yeah,
if New
New
York
York's
wins
getting
tonight,
close.
they'll be at 9.
Because I think the Sloths were challenging Death Valley for a while, but then they haven't
It's been a long
been getting
time
to the
since the
World Series a
Sloths have
lot recently.
won a World Series, unfortunately. They've always been there or thereabouts, but they haven't won it.
But that's the thing about Death Valley, New York. They've been consistently good.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's honestly kind of ridiculous that like since oh geez 2035 that would be like let's see okay 55 45 35 25 24 23 22 21 20 19 since S19 New York has missed the playoffs twice.
Only twice?
Only twice. That's what Enoch can do for you.
Yeah,
That's what having
a
an amazing GM can do for
consistently
the
elite
team.
GM.
But anyway, that's enough talking about the
If
majors.
you hear advice from him or Person Man, just take it. Those two have been great
Exactly.
at what they've been doing for a while.
Anyway, that's enough yapping about the majors. We've got some minor league
We got
baseball
minor
to
league
finish
World
off
Series
here.
potentially to wrap up here, and I'll be on the call to start the half.
Yep, and I'll be taking the second half. If you're ready to go, I'll go ahead and press start.
Crucial, possibly ending game 6 here. Can Florida finish? Can Florida lift the trophy to the right now? We'll see. Or will California force a game 7? Here we go. All right, we start off with Whoop Whoop, who's going to draw a walk on a full count. Tanyan, line drive caught there by the second baseman. Here's Song. Fly ball to center. Oh, over the center fielder's head. They're not going to send the runner, so they got runners on first, second and third with one out. More. Fly ball deep to right. Should be deep enough to score the run. It is, and California's got the early lead. Here's for a call. It's going to strike out here. But California getting the first blow early is huge. All right, here's Luca. And once again, both teams start off with a walk. Tung Sahur. Ground ball to third. Is it going to be a double play? Yes, it is. A 4-6-4. And here's Greer, who's going to pop it up to the second baseman to end the inning. So the Firehawks up 1 after 1. So here's Clark Max. He's going to strike out here. I've got a number. Full count. Ground ball. It's going to get... No, it's going to be a blooper that gets by the shortstop. Coleman Carver coming up here. Grounded. They can only get the first force. That's a double play, apparently? Looked like he was safe to me. I'm not going to question it. Okay, back to Florida. The Polyline. Deep drive, right field, and just like that, kiss that baby goodbye. The first hit is a game-tying home run. And a much-needed one. Homer Simpson. Line drive caught there by the left fielder. Atlas slugs. Grounded to the short. Grounded to second. Going to be for out number 2. And Extreme Fortune. Grounded right to the pitcher. That's going to end the inning, but not before that solo shot there by Slug. My Polywagon ties it up at 1. Top of the third with Gilgora Majima. He's going to get a base hit off a blue pit there. Blue pit coming up here. Rock. And this could be 2, and you bet it is. A double play. Here's Maverick Bunyan going up here. He's going to strike out. Doc Rock already gets 3 Ks this game. Iron his shutout performance in game number 3. And Nathan Murphy gets that there for the Flamingos, and he's going to draw a 4-count walk. Eject Mosquito. Only to get it erased by a four-hitter. Luca coming up here, full count. That's a not try, but it's going to get down for a base hit. They got runners at first and second with one out for Tung 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 Sahur coming up here. Facing a full count. Throw, great defensive play, but they can only get the out at first. Setting up Alan Greer, who's going to strike out here. So besides the two solo shots, besides the two quick runs, it's a pretty good pitcher's duel so far. Tied at 1 into the 4th with Song coming up here. Who's going to get base hit here. Devontae Moore coming up. And Moore's going to get hit. So that's like that. First and second with nobody out. With Furcall Jr. Oh, deep ball. Not going to be deep enough, though. It is going to advance Moore to... It's going to advance Song to third. Clark Max, ground ball. They can only get the out at first, so that's going to give the Firehawks a 2-1 lead. Off that, I've got a dumper. That's going to get down. That's going to score another run. The throw not in time. It's 3-1 California. Coleman Carver coming up here. He's going to strike out, but not before the Firehawks retake the lead. Heading into the bottom of the 4th with the hot-hitting Polylag coming up here. Fly ball to center that's going to get caught. Homer Simpson needs to get out of that cold streak. And that's a deep ball. Deep center field to the track to the wall. And it's out of here. Homer Simpson gets out of his cold streak. A deep center shot clears the wall. And the lead's down to 1. Here's Atlas Slugs. Fly ball to left. That's going to get caught. Big Scooty Fortune. That's a fly ball to right that's going to get caught. But not before before Florida responds with a run. California still leads by 1. Majima's going to strike out here for Doc Rock's 5th K of the game. With Whoop Whoop. Fly ball to center. That's going to get to the gap. That's going to be a stand-up double for Whoop Whoop. And now Tunyon is going to take a call at strike 3. Young Song. Is it going to be another hit for him? Nope, it's a fly out to left. Alright. And now we're going to transition back to Aria for the second half of the game.
Alright, we've got the 8-9 one-hitters up for Florida. They need to find 1 run in the back half of this game. Nathan Murphy getting a leadoff single might just be the best way to go about that. Ejectocito up, draws a walk from Ingrid Keelhaller. It'll be 2 on with no outs. As we head to the top of the order, Luca. Fly ball into left will not be enough to advance the runner. Tung 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 Sahur, 1 out, 2 on, draws a 4-pitch walk. Bases are loaded with 1 out. Florida threatening here to tie and possibly take the lead. Greer, oh, what a play by right field. Coming in for it and then getting the ball in quick. Polywagup has a home run today. He'll get another RBI. Will he get a second one? He will. 2 RBI single will allow Florida to take the lead. Polywag putting the team on his shoulders right now. Homer Simpson draws a walk. Lucky that one didn't get by the catcher. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Atlas Slugs swings and misses. No slugs this time, but the damage is done. California now the one needing to find a run in these next 4 innings. Devontae Moore swings and misses. Junior O'Callahan collects the K. Rafael Furkel Jr. ground ball to second. Throw to first is in time. Clark Max up. Long AB will end in a ball in play out. 1-2-3 down for the Firehawks. Scooty Fortune up and on base with a single to right field. Fortune going for second and making it. Nathan Murphy now with the runner in scoring position. On the ground to short, not able to advance as he's looked back, and Nathan Murphy is gunned out at first. Cito fly ball into right. No advancing for Fortune. Luca works a walk from Kilgannon. The runners on first and second with 2 outs for Sahur. Fly ball, not able to get it down, hangs up just a bit too long, and will retire the side. 4-3 ball game into the final 3 innings. I've got a dumper, high, deep, gone! Tie ball game courtesy of an I've got a dumper. And we're tied at 4 in the 7th inning. Coleman Carver stepping up, puts one down in front of the center fielder this time, and it'll be a runner on first. Majima 6-4-3 for the double play. The base is empty now, full count, whoop whoop. Gets the base on balls as Tanyan will step in against Hank. Hank issues a walk. Not who I'd want pitching in this situation for the Flamingos at this point, but it happens. And it won't cost them either as he coaxes a ground out from the second baseman, Ian Song. Bottom of the 7th, both teams now searching for any run to take the lead here. Greer not able to get that going. Polly Wagup has been the hero so far. Not able to do anything with it this time, though. Ground out to third. Homer Simpson, first pitch swinging. Second verse, same as the first. A lot of work for Ferkel Jr. this game, or that inning, rather. Devontae Moore, a leadoff knock into right field, will represent the go-ahead run. Ferkel Jr. fly ball into right, handled by Sahur. Clark Max on the ground, scoots past the left side of the infield for a single. Runners on first and second now for Dumper. Coming off that solo home run, and it'll sneak by the second baseman who can't make the play. Base is now loaded for Coleman Carver. Driven into center field. Will that be deep enough? It'll be an out, and a sac fly will get the lead for the Firehawks. They now lead 5-4 as they fight for their life. Goro Majima watches strike 3 go by. Hank collects the K, and Florida now searching for one run to tie it. Atlas Slugs driven into center field is caught. Scooty Fortune, line drive just out of reach of the third baseman and the shortstop. It'll be a single. Fortune goes for it and is gunned down. A cannon arm from Dumper that time around. Nathan Murphy now with nobody on. Slow roller to shortstop will be thrown out. Florida will have 3 more outs to try and tie or take the lead in this game. Whoop whoop on the ground, trying to get those insurance runs, but nothing doing that time. Tanyan ground ball, third base, play made. In Song. Line drive, nice reaction from Luca. Last chance for Florida. 1 run will tie it and send it to extras. 2 runs will win the World Series. Let's see what Ejectocito can do against Che Armbandor. Fly ball to left will be out number 1. 2 outs remaining. Full count for Luca, who takes strike 3. Low and away. The ump maybe taking the game from the Flamingos. 2 outs. First pitch swing from Sohor will be taken unassisted by Whoop Whoop. They will be talking about that one for a while, but California wins Game 6 and forces a Game 7.
My goodness, a 7th game in this series.
Yeah, Tap, we need ABS.
I think the only reason California won that game was, you noticed I watched that thing. The infielders were not even doing their job. I'm sorry, but it didn't look like that. Like, they were like halfway towards the ball about to get, but then it just stopped.
Yeah, rough day for a lot of the infielders. Player of the game, I've got a Dumper.
But now we have a crucial 7th game.
Yes, we do. So, advance the day and save.
I will get the everyone ping ready for...
Yes, please. As I go through the stam checks and changes, California asking for stam check. I assume Florida asking the same. Yes.
Okay. Good timing because my food's here, so I get to pick it up.
Nice. Alright, got both GMs typing. Claudio, none specified, avoid high leverage for the Firehawks. There's more typing, so J2, stopper, eighth and close. Okay, so there's that for you. Junior to none specified, avoid high leverage. I'm gonna assume you want nothing there, but I'll read secondary role to emergency SP. Alright, there's that. Let me know if you want Junior's secondary role to be added again. That was middle relief. Should be good, thank you, from California.
Huh, looks like I just got back in here in time. All right, folks. See if Florida's good with these changes.
Yep, just waiting on confirmation from them. Nope, I've
Hold
got to
on.
hold on 1 second.
Yeah, looks like they're not done. Ugh. Might as well eat my burger now before we get going.
Yep, I'll have the first half call, so you can be well fed for what's very possibly going to be your call to end it.
Yeah.
Izzo to closer ninth stopper. Izzo, okay, into the bullpen to closer. Wait, I got the wrong one there. Should be, I got the wrong one there. Junior should be still non-specified. Avoid high leverage. Okay, and then Izzo to closer ninth stopper. All right. Make sure that's good for me. Bingo, that's good. All right. Changes for G7 complete. All right. Good luck to both teams, as I will save. Bring us back to playoff coverage. Press play. It will be our Game 1 and Game 4 starters going one more time. Johnny Tom got the best once. Momentum got the best the other time. Who's it going to be this time? If someone wants to get a pred up really quick. Y'all gonna I can do without having the game. Mod team. Mod team I think is always looking for people. All you have to do is, be in Twitch chat.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. We're also always hiring for draft graphics in case you want to come on board.
Let's see. What else? What else is a good one? Technically, you don't need the game to be a GM. it's helpful to have the game, but you don't necessarily need it. Um, yeah, and I'll always go to bat for uh, grab a friend or two and yap about the league for an hour for a podcast as a really good way to make money. All right. It's not looking like we're getting a prediction.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and get us
Yeah, that's
started.
good advice as well. Don't buy the sim unless it's on sale. I managed to get mine late. I only got mine for $10.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll go and get us started. If we want to get a pred started, we can do like a late one. But
Yeah.
for now, at Florida Man Park, we will be deciding the World Series. Wait, I can start a pred. Okay.
Okay. Wait, I want to do a prediction.
Over under Jekosito hits, set the line at 1.5. That if we did that, that would be the game where you go 5 for 5 and put the team on your back.
Yeah, it's like if I were to do that for me, I would just get like 10 strikeouts.
All right, there we go. Be very fast. I'm only leaving this open for a minute. Who wins? California or Florida? Who's going to win the World Series? California get their second since their S30 to S30. Yeah, it should be S30 to S33 four-peat. Or will Florida take an uncontested lead for most World Series of any team in the PBE? All right. 15-second warning. Bet now or forever hold your peace. Excuse me. All right, and we are all set. Florida Man Park, momentum on the mound. Whoop whoop, once again leading off. Whoop whoop, ground ball too short. Oh no, and we're already starting with an error. It will be Cito charged with a bad throw. So, Whoop on first, courtesy of the error. Maverick Tanyan puts it on the ground, right side of the infield. The throw to third will be late. It will be runners on the corners. In song, and it will be a wild pitch charged to momentum to score the run that was only aboard thanks to an error. That's a rough start. Song's up, ground ball too short, runner not able to advance as they're looked back. First out of the game there, Devontae Moore driven hard to center field. Runner is unable to advance from the out. Rafael Furkel Jr. puts it down in center field. Coming in as center fielder, there will be a throw home and late as Rafael Furkel Jr. collects an RBI. And California takes a 2-0 lead early. Clark Max is up, fly ball into left. Will be caught for out number 3, finally retiring the side after 6 batters. A 2-run lead for California early on in this deciding Game 7. Luca leading off against Johnny Tom. It'll be a leadoff walk. Last time, hopefully not a series of walks like Tom had last time up. Tung 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 Sahor, fly ball to right, slicing and caught. Alan Greer line drive handled by Ian Song. And Polywag ground ball, diving play by the shortstop. Nice play from Majima to retire the side. Bottom of the order up, I've got a dumper ground ball to third will be handled and play made by Furkel Jr. Coleman Carver, another Ground ball over to, sorry, not Furkel Jr. That's the other third baseman. That's Slugs making those two plays. And Majima will ground out to second. Homer Simpson up, looking to get the Florida offense going, but nothing doing on the fly out to center field. Atlas Slugs, ground ball hit into the shift, and it will be out number 2. And McScooty Fortune, slow roller back to the pitcher. Can they make the play? They do. A nice play from the pitcher, Johnny Tom. Get the out at first. Into the third, it'll be whoop whoop. On the ground to short for the first out. 0-2 count, faced by Tanyan. In play, slow roller to short. Not able to make it, out by half a step. And in song, fly ball into right is a routine play for Sahur. Through 2.5, 2-0 lead for the Firehawks. Nathan Murphy with a leadoff single, the first hit for Florida today. Jectocito on the ground, scooped up by the second baseman, but it will be a productive out as Murphy moves to second. Luca chopped to short, no play able to be made, an infield hit for the leadoff hitter. And Tung 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 Sahor, fly ball high and deep, not high and deep enough though, but still enough to get the sac fly and cut the lead in half. Tung 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 Sahor, an RBI, scoring Nathan Murphy. And Alan Greer on the ground to short will retire the side, but we've got a ball game. 2-1 in favor of the Firehawks so far. Devontae Moore up high and deep, opposite field, and gone! Devontae Moore with an opposite field home run to re-extend the lead to 2. Firehawks answering back immediately. Rafael Furkel Jr. standing in. Ground ball to short is handled. Jectocito making the play. Clark Max hits it into right, a 1-out single. Dumper watches as Max goes for second and makes it 5th stolen base of the postseason. Ground ball to first will be an unassisted out, but no chance of a double play. Stolen base coming in handy there. Unfortunately, it will be for naught as Coleman Carver pops it straight up. Taking a step to the right is Simpson to get the putout. Polly Wag stands in and gets a single up the middle. And a leadoff runner is aboard. Homer Simpson, the catcher, up. Ground ball 4-6. No 3. As it will simply be a fielder's choice. Atlas Slugs. Ground ball 5-6-3. Double play to retire the side. Potentially my last half inning with you for the series. Top of the 5th. California leading 3-1. It'll be a leadoff walk for Goro Majima. Whoop whoop. Ground ball 5-4-3. 2 outs in 1 play. Maverick Tanyan, full count, 2 outs. Ground ball not able to make the play is Luca, and it will be a single. Song puts it down in center. We've got a little 2-out rally going on here for the Firehawks. Can they extend their lead? Devontae Moore has a home run today already. Works a walk this time. It'll be on the shoulders of Rafael Furkel Jr. to make good on this rally. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Lazy fly ball into foul territory. There to make the play is McScooty Fortune. So the 2-out rally comes up short, but it will be the back half of the game with Valor to take you to the end of the series.
Right. First time we get to call one of these Game 7s in the World Series. McScooty Fortune going to ground out the short to start us off. Florida, it's still within reach, but they're down by 2. Murphy's going to ground out the first. Tom has pretty much been almost unhittable. Jectocito's going to swing at 3-1 and then ground out here. So we go top of the 6th with California still up 2 with Clark Max coming up. 3-2 hits. Lazy fly ball going to get caught in foul territory at left. I got a dumper coming up here. 0-2's going to ground out to second. And Coleman Carver coming up here. 2-1 pitch is going to ground out to And the inning, 1-2-3. Okay, top of the order for the Bengals. This is why I think where they can get it done here. Luca, fly ball deep to left, not going to be deep enough. Just missed it, but not by much. So her faces a full count, and he's going to draw a walk. So the tying run coming up to bat here potentially, and Alan Greer. Let's see what he can do. Oh, but Sahur's gonna get thrown, gets caught napping at first, and he's gonna get picked off. Tough break for the Mingos. They seem to have something going right, but they shoot themselves in the foot. We're going top of the seventh with the same score. Here's Majima. He's gonna strike out here. Momentum, probably that's gonna be his last batter. And he is done. Reed Johnson coming in here. And he immediately gives up a no-doubter to Whoop Whoop to make this a 4-1 game. Kiss that baby goodbye. And I think I sense Florida people leaving for the exits as Tanyan flies out the left. Still time, though. Song. Line drive caught by the third baseman. But not a lot going here. They seem to have no answer for Johnny Tom. Okay. Hollywag. Uh-oh. It looks like they do got an answer here. Deep tried to deep center and kiss that baby goodbye. It is gone. Hollywag has cut the lead in half. Just as cool Jester saying in the chat. And Simpson coming up here. He's going to strike out. The first out. Atlas Slugs coming here. Line drive. That's going to... Oh! Diving grab there by the left fielder. For the second out. Next Scooty Fortune coming up here. They're getting a little aggressive swinging the first pitch. We're going top of the eighth. Florida's cut the lead down to 2. They both respond with a run. Let's see how it happens. Devontae Moore. Oh my, has he gone yard again? Yes, he has. His second home run of the game puts California up 5-2. This guy might be heading towards the MVP at this point. It's Rocco Football Jr. Another fly ball to the left. That's going to get caught. Clark Max. 2-0. Line drive. Base hit. It's going to be a single there for him. I've got a dumper coming up here. And they're going to send Max, and he's going to be safe. Good chance here to start piling on some more runs. Dumper's going to move. He's going to ground out, but it's going to put Max at third. Coleman Carter coming up here. Carter, ground ball to short. That's going to end the inning. Florida's got some work to do. They're down 3, and they got 6 outs to work with to try to win Game 7. Johnny Tom's still in the game, by the way. Murphy strikes out here. Ejectocito. Fly ball to center. It's going to get caught. And Luca coming up here. 2-2 to count. Ground ball gets by. Base hit. Was that the last pitch for Tom? Are they going to pull him? They are. Armbender is going to come in and he's going to strike out to her. Firehawks, this is your last chance to try to pad some runs before, as Majima hits a towering pop-up, going to get caught by the shortstop. Top of the order with Whoop Whoop coming up here. And it's a 4-pitch walk for Whoop Whoop. Reed Johnson struggling, and St. Pete the Bot's going to come in, and he gives up a 4-pitch walk to Tunyon. Song coming in here. He gets the out at second with Devontae Moore, the guy responsible for 2 home runs. And he's going to strike him out here. Here we go. Bottom of the 9th. Down by 3. With Greer, Wag, and Simpson. Can the Mingos pull off the Game 7 walk-off? Atlas Greer. It's going to get down. It's to the gap. It's going to be a double. Talking about a much-needed hit there. With Polywag coming up here. Wag. Base hit. That's going to get down. And the tying run is coming up to the plate in Homer Simpson. A home run here to tie the game. He's going to strike out here. A double play would end the game right here with Atlas Slugs. Slugs. That's going to get caught, and the runner does not advance. Last chance. Big Scooty Fortune. 2-2 count. Strike 3! The California Firehawks have won the World Series. For the first time since their 4P from S30 to S33, they have done it, upsetting Florida in 7 to win the championship.
Wow. Florida, they had an opportunity late, just couldn't get it done. And it'll be California, the Firehawks, who win it all. Off the bat of, I mean, I've got to know, who did the game pick as the player of the game? Johnny Tom for going 7 and 2/3, allowing just 2 runs, or Devontae Moore for those 2 home runs? It's
It's going to be
Devontae Moore.
more.
All right, California winning the World Series,
And the
and
MVP is going to go to Whoop Whoop.
whoop whoop, Series MVP. Congratulations.
385, 4 RBIs that series, 2 home runs, 10 hits.
Let me go ahead and save, and we're good. So
Last series.
yeah, that was a wonderful series. I'm very happy we got to call that one.
Yeah, I'm glad. That's a great series to call. Right.
Uh, uh, Tampa. Either of y'all want to hop in? Okay.
Yeah, we're waiting to see
Offered
if one of the
for
GMs wants to hop in the call here.
Yeah, I've offered to see if either one wants to join in. In the meantime, I'll save
We're going
one
to
more
start file
time.
upload.
And yes.
Let's see if any of California's GMs wants to come into our call here. And we do have Oh, it's Tampa.
First off, I just want to say one heck of a series between the Firehawks and Mingos. Going 7 games with back and forth like that, that's what we want out of a World Series game.
For sure. Congratulations. You, Anik, the rest of the California team, anyone in the war room. Yeah, that was wonderful. Wonderful season.
Great season. Finally ending a 20-plus season drought.
They won one in that time.
Yeah.
But still, very. It is definitely one where it feels like you guys are breaking the duck. It was a wonderful season all around. You really a team with no weaknesses. Just getting it done in the
We were
end.
fairly strong off, and luckily, we were able to keep a lot of guys down this year. It sounds like a good bit of our roster is going to get a call up. So it's nice to finish them off in Cali with a win there.
Absolutely, and they'll go on and tear it up in the majors. That's what we love to see.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And 2 of the Firehawks are going to be joining me in New York. So maybe New York can close it out later on tonight, and I get two victories in one day.
Ooh, chance for the double. I
Ooh.
see. Okay.
Going for the double. I already got my ring with Bruce City. My player's going to get the call up to Nashville this upcoming season.
Nashville is due for some good stuff to happen to them.
Yeah, we're about to hit the opening of our window anyway, so.
Oh, hey, I appreciate you guys streaming. And it was a great call both ways. I mean, couldn't have asked for anything better out of it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. It was great. Thanks for being good and timely with your changes. We weren't really waiting on either team too long, so
Yeah, you guys were pretty quick with the changes. We appreciate that.
Oh, yeah, got to make sure we can get this in a timely manner so everyone can enjoy it.
Yeah.
for sure.
I'll leave this on like 2.5 hours.
Yeah. I appreciate it, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and jump off. I gotta go back to getting some stuff done around the house.
All right. Well,
All right.
enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy the win. Hopefully we'll see you back soon.
Absolutely. Have a good one.
Bye.
All
All
right.
right.
If anyone's still in the chat, we got to thank you from Courtchester. Good season for the Bengals as well.
Yes, it was. They had a very strong team as well. They were the one seed heading into this. Um, and yeah, just two very good teams took it the distance, and one of them won.
Yeah. All right. We have the Ask the Booth on now, like something that I also always do on mine at the end. Something that
Yeah. Ask the booth. Any questions? We've got the Major League World Series tonight. I believe at 7 Eastern.
think it's 7 Eastern.
I
Let
think
me
that's
check the
right.
sheet just to be sure. S59 streaming schedule. No, that's the S60
Yeah, we
streaming
were looking for
schedule.
S60.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, 7 o'clock tonight.
All right, and it will be the New York Voyagers and the Cancun Toros.
Yeah. One of the teams, New York, kind of expected me here. Cancun was kind of unexpected, probably because we saw what happened with Detroit getting upset by Indy in the first round, which
What?
many had as a It was most people had Detroit or New York in the World Series. Like I said, Cancun is a team you probably can't sleep on. I still think the Voyagers win. I have the Voyagers winning in six. That's my
Uh,
prediction.
will this stream be better called than tonight's? Probably not.
That's gonna be tough. I mean, Dawn and Lodestar are both pretty good in their own right as well.
Yeah, I think well, not to compare, but I wouldn't say this stream is better called.
Yeah,
Say like more or less equal, but
yeah.
may,
Like I do consider
maybe I'm
Dawn
thinking
as
too
like
highly
the
of
top
myself.
dog, you know, in my opinion. Like I'm among the top ones, but I put Dawn over me every day.
I honestly haven't given that much thought at all.
Yeah, and I've done this on like a shot voice, so I'm glad to hear that you guys think this is one of my best. Even myself is not 100%. Thank you for the comments, Lone Star.
Yeah, can't wait to hear you call the series tonight.
Yeah, I might hop in for modding if I'm not doing draft graphics, but I'm not telling you which players I'm doing because I don't want HO shooting me.
I mean, you can pretty much select from like you can like say any player in the as long as you don't say like where you're putting them from or what team you're putting them on, you can just
Yeah,
name
like
players in the draft
I can
class.
say what I'm doing, but I'm not telling you which team or which pick they got taken in. Like, I was working on KP's render last night. His render's kind of weird. I was working on KP and I was also working on Uzi's player last night. But
Mm.
I am not telling you which picks they're going or what team. If I even say that, HO and Dame are probably gonna. Dame's gonna go full gold ship and drop kick me from the back.
Let's see. Let's take a look at some World Series history for these two major league teams. Um, Toros gone through a bit of a retool over the last few seasons, but last season made the playoffs. This season, obviously, in the World Series, searching for their 5th World Series overall. While New York, obviously talked a little bit about it before one of the games in this series. Just a remarkably consistent team. Let's see, how long was this playoff streak? So 1, 11, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. There were people who were nearly 30 years old in this universe who had never seen a playoffs without the New York Voyagers.
Yeah, I've come around since like the S10s, so I've seen like I've seen every single team win a championship.
Mm-hmm. Took you a while for Vancouver, though.
Yeah, Vancouver, that drought was way too long.
Yeah. I think. Oh, who is the longest now? I think that's New Orleans.
Yeah, I think it's the Rougarou. They haven't won since the S20s.
Yeah. Detroit's actually in a long drought.
I think S30s.
A little before like S29. Let's see. That's
Jeez, that's a
35,
long
34,
drought.
33, 32, 31, 30. Yep, that's S29. Hoping I can hoping
That's
hoping
31.
I
That
can
was
help change that
Boise.
next year, because this year's opportunity came and went, unfortunately.
Yeah, I remember y'all talking about in the locker room about saying that you guys were worried that you guys were not testing pretty well against Indy, and then it happened.
Yeah, I mean, well, I did the casino odds for like the full playoffs with like the the oh geez, the weighted odds for like later in the playoffs, like second round in World Series. And it was a little worrying to see Detroit and Indy at like 50-50. And, unfortunately that's what ended up happening. I am glad that the plus 2,900 odds for OBX World Series didn't hit. I do not need another Indianapolis 35-1.
Yeah. Or worse, Nashville becomes the top seed. I mean, you know what happened last time with the last player? I was one of the top players for Nashville, but then they don't have the cap to bring me back. The season I leave, I was forced to leave at FA. They win the championship.
Ouch.
Just to prove how cursed my player is in PBE. Like, that and SHL are the only leagues that I have a drought that I have not won a championship in.
Well, you got the one with Brew City last season, so I don't
I do
know.
have a
Maybe
minors
maybe
one,
maybe
but
the
I
luck's
don't have a
turning.
major championship.
Maybe the luck is turning. You thought California was the upset victor here?
Get one. The rest of the conference is starting to decline a bit.
You had Flamingos all
But
the
we'll
way.
see tonight who
Honestly,
wins
I
between
thought this
Cancun
was.
and New York.
I honestly thought this series could go either way. I thought it was about 50-50. Because it was like Florida had the very high power offense and maybe a little lacking in pitching. While California was sort of just like the good all around team. But yeah. Oh, that's crazy. We need a mod in chat. Testing
happened
was
now?
47. We got a bot.
Hang on.
It was 47-53 Cali. That doesn't
Okay.
shock me. Pretty close to 50-50. I didn't test it myself, but that seems about right. Would have been shocked if it was like leaning too far one way or another.
I just banned him. How do I delete his message? Alright, I just banned him.
Yeah. They're great coming in. Yeah. It was. No, it's been a wonderful season.
Yeah, it has.
Did have the worst record. Well, I mean, what was it? It was like 66 wins versus 62, something like that. 66
Yeah.
63. What's 3 games in the grand scheme of things, really?
It's just 3 games. Not that much.
And if we really want to get technical with it, okay, if we really want to get technical, California did have a -5 Pythag, and Florida had even. So,
California, despite the -5. Actually, putting it with that is pretty good.
and their run differential was very good.
Yeah.
So when you jumped from 2-21 to 6-15, was it just 4 games? No, because there are a couple extra no decisions in there.
Yeah, there were no decisions.
You dropped 6 losses, and 4 of those turned to wins.
Be right back. Shit posting in general the playoff Discord.
All right, and it looks like the file's uploaded. If you want to see if there's anyone we want to raid,
Let's take a
now's
look
the
who's
time.
streaming right now. Any peep right. Anybody streaming OTP? Let me take a look.
I'll go ahead and get the index upload started.
Let's see. There's only a few people playing right now. There's
Uh,
2 people.
yeah,
There's
Max or Curtis.
Max and Curtis.
Max
Which
or
one you want to do?
either or. Your decision. I'll just wait until index is good, and I'll let you know when that's up.
I think Curtis has got less viewers. Let's go visit him. All right, he's got drops enabled too. So let's go. Let's go visit him. All right. I'm
Four and a
gonna
half
get his
hours. Yeah, Lone
tag.
Star, get something to eat. Make sure you have your water or other beverage of choice on
I'm going
hand.
to go up the.
Get ready for New York Cancun. Hopefully that
He
series
won't let me
is
set the raid.
as
Can
fun or
somebody else
more.
do it?
I don't, for some reason, October's not able to send raids either. I don't know why. Seems like any mod should be able to do that.
Yeah, if Tampa's around, can you tell him to set it up?
Uh, yep, and you can go ahead and send that. We can go ahead and send that whenever because the index is updated. Uh, let me real quick. Congrats to the
Yeah, just waiting for them to get back to us.
World Series. All right, so that's all good. Go ahead and close that up. And I'll save one more time, even though I know it's not doing anything.
Yeah. If we don't have any if we don't have anybody, we can just close it up.
Yeah, we'll just let's just wrap things up. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Um, Unfortunately, this is my last stream for a while because real life's about to get very busy, and can't really commit to any more PBE streams for a bit. So thank you all. Wonderful series to end it off on. Thank you, Valor, for helping me out through it, being my co-host today.
No problem. As for me, I'm going to continue to be doing my draft graphic stuff. This is my last stream for the season, as this is the last one I have signed up for. So I would like to say thank you guys for sticking with me and for my technical issues and stuff. And I'm looking forward to broadcast again next season.
Yeah, thank you all for watching.
Don't
Congrats
forget to tune
again.
in later tonight when we have the Majors World Series at 7 p.m. Eastern. So about 4 hours from now.
Yep, absolutely. New York, Cancun. But for the minor league PBE, congrats to the Firehawks. And they'll see y'all in S61.
I'll see y'all at 61 as well. Take care,
Bye.
guys.